What is going on, guys? Yesterday I gave you guys 3 free picks and an entire projection sheet of a matchup, and we actually got 2 out of 3 picks again out of that matchup. Man, Peppzor just didn't show up. He got 7 kills and 7 kills on both maps, and the game actually went the distance. But this dude just his 0.8 kill per round average in the last 3 months on these maps just apparently went nowhere. He just had a bad day, or the mafia called, whatever it was. It is what it is. 2 out of 3 still good, so we'll take it, man. But we're not gonna go out like that today. Today we actually got a bunch of North American best of ones for CS, man, and that's starting tonight. I'm gonna give you guys my 3 favorite picks and an entire projection sheet. In just a second I'll expand it so you guys can see it, but stick around to the end of the video. I got a special offer for you guys, and then also a strategy that you want to use today to make a shit ton of money on these best of ones. All right, but without further ado, let's go to the projection sheet. So what you're looking at here is a projection sheet for best of ones, right? And basically what we do is we predict the 3 possible maps that it might be, because as you know, the veto process works. One team bans a map, another team bans a map, and they just keep going until only one map remains. And whatever that map is, it's usually a neutral map where both teams are comfortable on, but it's not their best maps, right? So it's pretty even playing field on these best of ones. Not to mention they actually run 2 of them in a day, so that's where the value is. So what we like to do is we make these projections. We predict 3 possible maps that we might see. So here we got Ancient, Overpass, and Anubis. We project the amount of rounds, right? Which is basically the key to all our projections down here, because round counts are important, right? Blowouts are always going to be a risk in CS2, so be mindful of that when you look at these projections. The key is to try to find value with the discrepancies between my projections and the lines that PP sets out for them, right? So that's how it all works. But basically some key pieces of information you guys want to look out for is up here. So here we got LAG versus Elevate. See, the odds are very favored for Elevate to win this, 80-20 odds. But then if you look at their form ranking, they have equal form, man. They're pretty much at the bottom, right? Challengers teams, NA, and NA matches have been going the distance lately, so I feel good about this match and all the other matches as well. So equal form but high favored towards Elevate. I mean, that's to win the game. It's not really telling me it's going to be a blowout. It's just kind of most people got Elevate winning the map, so just take that into consideration. We're just going to let these cancel each other out. We got one red, one green, so we're gonna just let them cancel each other out and call it neutral. Now looking at the maps, we got Ancient, Overpass, and Anubis. All 3 expected to be competitive. This is a 13-7, 13-8, 13-8 rounds projected. If you think it's going to go lower, then take a few kills off of each player. If you think it's going to be about that scoreline, which is what I believe, then you could go ahead and trust these projections, man, but understand the risk. Now the first player I want to look at is actually OG Wizard, man, and his kills. He has a line at 14 kills. If you look here, map 1 projected, map 2 projected, and map 3 projected. These are the 3 different columns for the 3 different maps we're predicting up here, and these are the projections for kills, projections for headshots for each one, right? So you want to compare value across all 3 to make sure you're getting good value when you're placing picks before the maps release, right? Just so you know that any map that it goes, he has a good chance of still reaching that line. You don't want to go all in on someone like Shane, for example, who on Anubis he'll probably have a field day and get 17, but if it goes Ancient he'll only get 12, and then Overpass he'll only get 13. So you want to kind of compare consistency across 3 maps. And right here I have these 2 highlighted because I really feel like we'll see Ancient and Overpass. I know Anubis could be a possibility, but I'm really thinking it's going to be either Ancient and Overpass, so that's why I highlighted them. But I still threw the projections for Anubis just to kind of see if they would perform well on that map. Looking at OG Wizard, man, we got him projected for 15.8 here, basically rounds up to 16, so he's gonna have a good day on Ancient, and that's giving us a 1.8 value above his 14 kill line, so that's pretty solid on his kills. And then over here on Overpass, man, if we see Overpass, we're gonna feel really good about OG Wizard because he's projected to get 21 kills. That's giving us a plus 7 kill value on his line, man. It's only 14. He's basically gonna add 7 to that, plays to his stats on Overpass, so that's looking very good for him. The only one that'll be sweaty is Anubis, but it still rounds up to 14, so it'll be a push, worst comes to worst, hoping if he plays to his stats on Anubis, and if it only goes 21 rounds, which I mean it could always go less or more, so that's the gamble. But like I said, I'm feeling really good about this one because I'm expecting Ancient or Overpass, which he clears both of those lines, so that's a pretty solid pick in my opinion before map releases, so go ahead and lock that in if you agree. The other guy on this team is actually Experative, man. He has a line at 11.5, meaning he needs to get 12 kills to clear his line, and he's projected 13 here and 14.4 here, so that's giving us good value. Like I said, I mean he's gonna be one of those guys that probably picks up some trades every now and then and just kind of keeps up with the kill department, and he has a really low line, so that's where his value is. His line is very low, so if the game goes the distance, he has a very high chance of clearing, man. That's why I like these little picks. They're little sleepers, hidden gems. or they could just be the bottom fraggers. But I don't see that being the case with him having Nyx on his team. I think that'll be the bottom fragger if it comes down to Ancient. Looking at Overpass, he's probably gonna have a good game as well. He'll probably end up with like 15 kills if it goes the distance. And looking at Anubis, he's at 12.6, which still clears his line by 1 point value, so that's giving us good value on Experative all around. I like the consistency across all 3 maps. Same with OG Wizard, man. So those are the 2 favorite kills I got for those for the LAG side. Now looking at Elevate, man, these guys are all over the place with these maps. Maps mean everything to them apparently, because there you see he's got 14, then 12, then 16. So it's kind of jumpy. So I'd wait for maps to release for that, and I'll give you guys that strategy in a second. But really the only one I see before maps with value is DEA, man, and that's because he's projecting 17, 18, and 18. And he has a line at 16, so all 3 maps he's clearing it by 1, if not more. So DEA is probably gonna frag, man. Plus he's on the favored team. He's the one that's on the team that's favored to win. So if they do win like it's expected to, it's probably gonna be because of DEA's impact. So I'm expecting him to have a field day today. And NA matches have been going the distance lately, so I like the odds of DEA popping off today, and I'm expecting to see a banger, guys. So those are my 3 favorite picks from this projection sheet. Now listen, here's where more value comes in, guys. All the other NA matches already posted on my Discord server right here. If you scroll down, you see April 3rd. I have them all posted right here with projections for every single player, and just like this, I have 3 map predictions for each one. So, and then if you go to my channel here, Jared, you actually see another 6-man for $1,000. It's a 6-man with 40 that I threw 40 bucks in because I have good faith in it, and if all hit, that hits for $1,000. So if you want to tell me directly, you'll have that option right there on Jared, man, right here on my channel. Plus you'll get all these other mods and all these chats right here where the bandits are, man. The Discord community has been growing tremendously, so shout out to everyone that's joined. But yeah, the strategy that you want to use, man, with these projection sheets is obviously you could get some pre-map picks in with value, but these are basically 2 best of ones that they play back to back, right? So meaning that once they do the vetoes for the match 1, all the maps release for the maps 2 for the second match, and that's where the value is, because using these projection sheets you'll actually see what map they're playing on the next match. So for example, if LAG versus Elevate end up picking Ancient, right, and we already have the pre-map picks in, so we're hoping those hit, but we'll once they start playing this map, we'll actually see what the next map is gonna be for the next match that starts right after that one finishes. So that's where the value is, because you get like an hour or so to lock in some slips, and you'll already know what the map is. So you could go back to all my projections for every single match already and go, for example, if you see Overpass, and if you see Overpass being selected as match 2, you would go to Overpass and you'd go to, okay, who's gonna fry on Overpass? Then you'd take OG Wizard, right? You'd take him over his 14 kill line because he's projected to get 21 on Overpass. So you'd have way more clear data and you'd be way more confident in your pick. You could even probably take Nyx because his line's probably gonna be at like 10 or something like that. So he'll be projected 16. That's tons of value. So I hope I explained myself well. That's where the value is, man. You'll know the map. The map is a key factor to a player's performance because their projections will usually tell you where they're actually comfortable on, what maps they tend to perform well, or what maps they play different roles on, right? So it's very important. It's key detail. So the fact that best of ones have 2 matches and they released the maps before is a huge one up for us, because we get a clear advantage on who's going to perform, and using these projection sheets to your advantage is where the magic happens, bro. I promise you. And the special offer I got for you guys today is you can actually get a free 7-day trial right now, bro. If you hit the link down below in the comment section or in the description, there's a link for a free 7-day trial. And then after that, after the 7 days trials, once you stay, because I know you're gonna love it, it's only 50 cents a day, which equals out to $15 a month, and you're getting stuff like this every single day from me and all the other mods in the channel, man. So make sure you hit that link right now. And aside from that, if you enjoy these projections, if you enjoy these free plays, if you enjoy that free 7-day trial, drop a like on this video, consider subscribing, and drop a comment. Let me know what slips you guys are gonna build. But aside from that, I hope we make a shit ton of money tonight, and I'll see you guys on the next one.